because when we do this show, we take summer off, which, by the way,
Yep.
thank God for that. And so,
Because you studied it or you done it?
because our prime minister done it, and I don't want anybody to fucking forget.
Anyway, I don't like fucking shooting one round and then a kid just starts going, nah! And just starts building a fucking Twin Tower situation. I don't want that, okay?
What time? I'll get in on that one.
We're not gonna tell you.
Because I'll probably go into a lot of horror conventions, but that's just part of the...
Am I really that standoffish?
It is now.
Damn it, that would have been such a good intro to the Scholar Podcast. This podcast is sponsored by you, the audience, for listening, tuning in, and loving us. Back, season 4, right? Season 4, I think. I don't fucking know. 3, 4, 4, 3. Fucking who cares, honestly, at this rate. Welcome back to the Scholar Podcast. Charles is showing off a Pokemon. What did you say his name was? Skittles?
His name's Spriggs, but he's a Sprigatito.
Sprigatito, there we go. And as you can obviously see, we have Charles, we have Funker, we have Joseph, we have myself. Let's go. So before this all started out, I'd like to point out Charles went away to go get food. Fine, whatever. And we all took questionnaires on what he was going to come back with. I said Taco Bell because this man be fucking eating a Gogeta Crunch. Funker was like, Taco Bell. Joseph brought up Sonic. So it would be ironic with some things that happen in life. So we're like, okay, let's see. He comes back with a fucking McChicken. This dude went to McDonald's, get himself that Filet-O-Fish because he's a bitch.
I'm gonna stick my Pokemon on you.
Oh, baby, I need a good growl. Bark, bark. What's good?
Fish that's not real fish.
What is it? What is Filet-O-Fish?
It's mostly just
Isn't
filet.
it?
It's like everything you need to know is in the answer, because you have, all right, I'm getting the fillet. Oh, fish. Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, because filet. Oh, fish.
Oh, what a delightful surprise.
Honestly, out of all the places I've worked at that I've had food at the same time, Culver's had one of the best fish whenever they had their haddock for like the month that they had it.
Yes, Culver's is underrated. Go ahead, Funker.
Google says the McFish is made of D's.
These nuts. Don't even with that. Don't even with that. But dude, wouldn't you think it would be funny if they were in an executive meeting and the guy was using like Google Translate or like the Google speech to text, and he was like, he's out fishing and his son caught a fish, and he's like, call it fillet. Oh, fish. And then they're like, Filet-O-Fish, that sounds great. And he's like, what are you talking? No, it sounds great, man. Okay, Bob, bye. He's like, I think I just named a sandwich? And then he gets there in a month going, how the fuck did this get passed? Why do we have fish? You know what? Next week, I want someone to order a filet of fish, but when you go to order it, I need you to record it of you going, fish.
No, I'm gonna order the fillet. I'm gonna eat in, so I'm gonna bring the food to the table, and then they'll just hear me in the background going, "Oh, fish!"
Yeah, please do that. Please make that a mission for next week's podcast. That is going to be great. Can we do that? Can we just make like every week someone does a goal for like a little video, and then we just share our videos on here of being like what we did with that event? Can we do that? Joseph does the Filet-O-Fish, or we all do the Filet-O-Fish, and whoever gets like the best reaction wins. We do it like on like
a filet of fish is at McDonald's.
Oh yeah, let's just add more things onto the pile of things that we have.
It's more a fillet of mystery.
It's not just eating the fillet of fish. It's not just editing the content and putting it up, but it's also the recovery time I'm gonna need after having eaten that. Introduce the fillet of fish to my system but my stomach is gonna be like, oh.
But no one said you had to eat it. You volunteered to eat the Filet-O-Fish.
Oh, so I'm just gonna let the fillet of fish go to waste. Oh.
Send that thing over to me. I'll eat it.
You gotta pay $6 and not eat it.
Do you imagine how expensive food costs now?
Right.
Yeah, that's
You can always
fair.
just ship it over to me and I'll eat it.
I actually noticed. All right.
No, can we make sure everyone
actually
takes a
open to
bite
doing
out of
that.
this Filet-O-Fish and send it to everyone?
Here's a
No,
good
we
bit
all-
of this, but
we
it
all
tasted
just-
really
Yeah.
good in transit.
I want to do that. I think that'll be a viral fucking TikTok. Can we please, everyone, just accept this? It has to start with Joseph though, because he's in fucking Toronto. So it has to start with Joseph, Bunker, Charles, me. I'm gonna get fucked on this. But it will be funny. It will be funny.
I'm
Or-
always just gonna
Just
send mine
apologize
to
to the audience
Charles,
in
and I just want to
advance
see
when
him
we
like
wake up
his
the next
reaction
day
of
and
trying to
realize
eat it
how
after like
committed
4 days
everything
of getting
has
it. But it's McDonald's food, so it's probably gonna taste the same anyway.
Exactly. It's probably gonna taste the same, just a little hard. Like me. What's good? Let's go on our podcast. Let's go. What an intro! What a start! We immediately got off with Charles's
Homework.
food, and then we sat there and talked about a video that may or may not happen.
Homework. But you know,
Yeah.
earlier on in the chat, I had said school's back in session, boys, because when we do this show, we take summer off. Which, by the way,
Yep.
thank God for that. And so it feels similar to the whole like it's September, we're back in school. So, I mean, over the course of like doing this podcast, we grow quite a bit. We change quite a bit, and then summer we go off and we have our adventures. And I think this is probably one of the most eventful summers, just with what everyone had been up to, which we're going to talk about. But the thing
Dude,
that's
100%.
I gotta say, out of everything that happened between RTX and my move and new jobs, old jobs, lost jobs, and all of that stuff going on, the most important thing that happened,
And your plushie.
more important than anything, than plushies, is that you guys
Okay.
like Fortnite.
Damn it! I didn't make that public. Fuck. Okay.
still
Okay.
don't.
This needs this. You had fun. Damn it. So we have to make this public, and I didn't want to make this public,
I
but
didn't
now
know
the
it
fucking
was not going to be made public.
cat's out
Sorry.
of the bag. The cat's out of the fucking bag. So whenever I was one of those people that were like, fuck Fortnite without playing it, okay? I know I was that guy, and I still kind of stand true to it. I tried playing builds. It fucking sucks. It's the worst piece of dog shit I've ever seen. It really is. But you remove builds? Bro, this game's actually fun to play. You remove builds? It's actually entertaining.
It just turned into what I'd imagine a freaking battle royale version of Borderlands or Destiny would actually look like.
Kinda, yeah, but it was actually kind of fucking legit. So we've been taking Wednesdays off. We kind of said this whenever we were going ahead and starting up the new podcast, or ending the last season of the podcast. We're gonna start playing on Wednesdays, kind of off camera. So we have our time, boys' time. And so we started. We go through every week. Everyone picks a game for the week, and we rotate and stuff like that to make it all fair. So we all get to play a game we all want to play. Fortnite was free, and this all started because I thought it would be funny if every time someone picks a game that's not me, I bitch about the game. That's how this all started. Is I sat there and went, oh, we're playing Overwatch, and I was having the best time at having the worst time of my life. I was just like, this fucking game makes no sense. I fell off the fucking world again. This makes no sense. Fuck this game. There's nothing. Guy has 5,000 HP. My gun does damage. Not enough. You stay next to this guy. This guy never dies. So, anyways, I'm over there bitching about it the whole entire time. Like, I'm talking bad. And then Charles is like, well, let's play Halo. And then Charles, when he said, well, let's play Halo, also 1v1 me beforehand. So then that happened. And then we're not going to talk about
an official ending. I still want to finish it for reals this time so I can kick your ass.
We will see. But let's just say it was a draw. We agreed it would be a draw on it. And then we all started playing, and once again, it just turned into me actually having a good time. But Charles ended up being a sweat. He was like, oh, wow, look at being a sweat on our team. I was like, Charles, I'm just playing. I was sweating. I was being an ass. And then after I proved the point, I just went, fuck this game, bro. This game fucking sucks. You fucking can't do anything. Joseph brings up, he's going, man, I want to know what happened when you play a game you hate. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, imagine playing Fortnite. And I went, yeah. Fuck it, let's play Fortnite.
Yeah, I actually don't mind Fortnite, but I refuse to play build mode. I will never, like, if I see a friend trying to throw us in there, I'll leave. I'll just straight up leave.
Dude, it's so bad. Go ahead, Charles.
I got guilty pressured into playing Fortnite with these guys.
And see, it happened. Pleasure. So first thing, there was some pleasure, but I wouldn't say we were guilted into it. Actually, you know what? Okay, hold up for a minute. So this is how it happened. Is me and Joseph hopped on, and remind you, we have group chats, and we all said we were playing Fortnite. Charles thought we were joking. He thought we weren't being serious. And then we got on. Me and Joseph started playing Fortnite. Charles got on. He's playing fucking Minecraft. And he thought we were going to play Minecraft. He's like, oh, I thought you guys were joking. We're like, no, Charles, we're playing Fortnite. Come play Fortnite. You're not a bitch. Let's play Fortnite. So he's getting it installed. Me and Joseph plays our first game ever. First game of Fortnite ever. We win. First game ever. Okay, you know what? Bots, training, whatever. Maybe that's it. We play a second game, waiting for Charles to come in. We win the second game. 2 in a row. We're like, okay, there's no way that was just bots, but maybe they were just bots. Then Charles cops in. And we win. We win another game. 3 wins in a row. And then after that, we just didn't fucking care. We've already been playing Fortnite for way longer than anyone thought. And the whole entire time I'm going, guys, I kind of hate that I'm having fun at this. And ever since then, I've been playing Fortnite. I'm still playing it to this day.
Skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah, it's skill level matchmaking. So like you're either taking on real players that are like either so bad or like little kids, or most of the lobbies are bots.
And see, and that's what we were kind of wondering is like maybe they were all bots, but in the same boat too. I was like, some of these guys, like, I actually had to work on, and I'm like, some of them could have been bots 100%, especially when they're shooting you with a shotgun and you're standing still because you're trying to figure out why your mouse wheel went over a gun. And you're trying to be like, go shotgun, pew, pew, shotgun, pew, pew. And you're like,
Dude, that or it's me thinking my bad aim.
That could be true. They could be a stormtrooper in real life. So there was a lot of things.
I was about to say that.
So there was. I really thought it was bots. So and then I said, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play solo. Gonna play some solo. I'm gonna get some things played up. I'm gonna play some solo. And as I'm playing some solo, I get a top 5 situation. You know what I did? I fucking left. I left the game because I was like, I don't want to win because of bots. In case this is bots, I left. Went into again. Top 10 situation. I got fucking murdered. I was like, okay, these were actual people. Played again. Top 20. Murdered. I'm like, okay, we're getting some fucking people. This morning, I fucking won. I have a win in almost every category.
Wait.
I was playing this morning. This fucking
son of a bitch, motherfucking cocksucker son of a bitch.
Damn, didn't he even invite us, bro?
I was ashamed. I was honestly ashamed. I went, why am I on? Why am I playing? This is fucking stupid. Next time, no.
Jordan's like, I'm playing Fortnite because I'm winning.
In the game of life.
Jordan's trying to retain his credibility with everybody who doesn't play Fortnite. Saying that, like, oh, build mode, the thing that made Fortnite significant and made it a huge shit, that's still dog shit. It's the stuff that's just like every other game. It's still good. So I can't do that mode anymore because I'm over 30 and my hands are killing me. So I'm out. But like strategically, I thought it was one of the greatest things I'd ever seen in a game because you truly have full destructive and full creative power. So if you have it in you to actually keep up the amount of building where like 3 or 4 groups are kind of building like one big structure together. It's marvelous. It really is something. And I should stop pushing my luck. Like, all right, I got them on Fortnite. They drove around in a car. They killed a man. We should be good. Like, no. You give it an inch, I'm taking them out. Yeah, we're still talking about Fortnite. I think the biggest problem in that game is that they tried it for a while. I don't know why they still don't do it. Like they have like kind of like Roblox in Minecraft in Fortnite at this point, but like limited build mode where you only have maybe a few resources. You can build a stairwell, maybe an 8x8, just like a little bit of building. I think is that sweet spot that they're not going for. I don't know why they're not going for that sweet spot, but yeah. Like I said, huge step forward. And what I found was really funny afterwards is like you use this guys as big as his complaints was like, I'm not playing this game. It's for fucking kids. And so when we get it on Minecraft, that game for the, I don't like building. Building is dog shit. I wouldn't want to do anything building. But what I will do is get on Minecraft and play a game where there's next to no shooting whatsoever, and there's all building, and I have to gather resources, and I have to have an electrical grid, and I have to have a farm, and I have to get the cows.
Not what I'm saying.
Oh God, no! I wouldn't want to build in that.
You goddamn Canadian fuck. That's not what I'm saying.
Me and my fucking logic.
I'm saying that I don't like fucking shooting one round and then a kid just starts going, nah! And just start building a fucking Twin Tower situation. I don't want that, okay? I want to sit there and fucking go shoot a person and then they fucking die. Or play a game that's made to sit there and fucking build. Fortnite should not be fucking Minecraft on steroids. It should not be. Especially when you get hit by one thing and then the person just starts fucking cranking 90s and you're like, bro, I have a pistol, a gray pistol. You have a sniper. Just aim and shoot. That's all you have to do. I won't even move. No, they just start fucking building the tower and you're going.
I'm with you on that. But in terms of like what a gamer can do as an act of skillful play, I've been playing games for over 30 years. I have never seen any game actually be more skill intensive than full retard mode on Fortnite. I can't even do it. I would love to do it, and I can't even do it.
Have you played any Call of Duty with jetpacks?
But you shouldn't.
Don't care.
You shouldn't.
Don't care.
So I will say this. I'm not saying it doesn't take skills to play Fortnite. I want to make sure that is stated. The reason why these people are cranking 90s is because they have skills. The reason they're doing all this is because they have skills at the fucking game, and they are pretty good when it's all said and done. I am not denying that fact. What I am saying is, I swear to God, I'll break a fucking Kit Kat over someone's goddamn skull if they sit there and I am just walking and you start building fucking towers. I don't care.
Yeah, man, I get you.
Like the London Bridge, it's gonna fall.
Don't get me wrong, I'm on your side when it comes to that. I think that's just like PTSD from people who play Fortnite like 100 times, and every time they see an opponent, they're expecting this to turn into the tower thing. That's why I'm like limited build mode. They should have just had like a relaxed but still build a little bit mode. Okay.
Yeah.
Joe done.
Plus, Flynn,
I agree.
These two have had to freaking find out something about me. I'm very anal about freaking building a house and freaking making sure it looks freaking nice because I'm a freaking interior decorator when it comes to freaking Minecraft.
Okay. We talking about Minecraft. Okay. Let's dive into this one. So, it's for one, day one. Okay. Let me just recap this. Day one, we spawn in a jungle. Minecraft at night wasn't that bad. It's fine. We got to experience every goddamn thing that could happen other than the dragon showing up. We've had fucking creeper. We couldn't sleep. Charles kept fucking getting out of bed even though he didn't fucking have to. And in that game, you really want to sleep at night when you're just starting. So all this happened. Okay, fine. First night, we all fucking died. We all just stayed awake shivering because that's how bad it was. We just kept dying constantly. So we were like, next day, let's fucking move. We gotta move. We travel in a direction. We found a place for a house. Okay. We start trying to build something. Well, as we're building, guess who didn't take the beds? Us. You. But guess how many people hit sleep in bed? Everyone. So everyone got a spawn set where we weren't. So guess when we died, where we spawned back there. But we at least we have dyslexia to our advantage, because we had someone build the worst fucking straight tower ever made to find our house. Charles built. I wouldn't even call Charles built us a house. Charles built us a hut.
That was a jazz tower. That was an improv tower. I was building blocks the way jazz
working with
musicians
what I had on
hand.
So Joseph built this tower. Charles built us a fucking head banging ceiling. You felt like you were always at a rock concert.
I built us a place where we could at least have some kind of safety location for freaking, so we want to be stuck out in the middle of fucking bumfuck nowhere, Iraq. I don't know.
Put the fireplace in front of the door. I'd like to know, by the way, the thing that made sure that we were always down half a heart every time tried to get the mail.
So this was before the house was built, because Charles had to, I guess, wait for contractors to show up. So Charles is like the guy in construction zones that sets up the cones, and he's waiting for someone to build it.
He's the sidewalk superintendent.
Yeah. So Charles is there, is like, well, we're building the house here. I'm like, cool. I fucking place a fire down so we can cook our food, because we didn't have enough stuff with furnaces yet. Put a fire down. Charles built the front door right at the fire pit. So every time you wanted to get out, you had 1 block to walk around. No one did that. So we all just kept walking in fire like Demon Daddy on a fucking OnlyFans account. We were just constantly, whoa, whoa. So this happened for a while.
Get the burden.
One thing I was glad that got blown the fuck up, and thinking the creepers kept mounting an assault on my house.
So let's go ahead and hold up there, because this is a story. This is a story. So after all this, we're ending day 1. This is day 1 of us playing. We only played 2 days. This is day 1. We ended the day with a fucking head neck cranking tower. We ended the day with a ceiling that makes you want to hang yourself, a dog that didn't get love, just pissed on beds, and then me trapped in a hole. Moving to day 2. So day 2 starts pretty typical. I'm fighting for my life. Charles is bitching about something, and Joseph complaining about the fire. Fine.
Hence,
you know what we do?
Life.
And fighting for his life. We all get together. You know what we did? We started setting priorities. We started building an arm. We started getting animals put together. Charles started actually expanding the house so you didn't snap your neck every time you came downstairs. Beautiful, beautiful. But you know what Charles didn't get? A break. He did not get a fucking break. If I wasn't doing shit to mess with him by taking blocks underneath him, a creeper would find his way. And a creeper would blow up the front of the house. Many times while this is going on, I found the best thing Minecraft has added in, and it is called the darkness. The darkness has set in so much. I'm not going to explain too much Minecraft. Everyone knows what Minecraft is, but pretty much there's this new area down in the wilderness, and it's this dark city pretty much in the mines. And it is so fucking cool. But I have this bit where I go, whenever I see something that's dark, I will say like the darkness is taking me. But then there's a boss down there that obliterates you, literally. When you die, it says you've been obliterated. And so there would be so many times that I would just hear me go, ah! And then it shows the death screen, and it's just me standing there. Everyone's looking at me, and I'm going.
Yeah, Jordan's fighting a one-man war against that thing, freaking invading a city constantly, while I'm freaking waging a war of my own with fucking creepers who keep blowing up my house!
It's a bit of a trip to not play Fortnite. I'm sorry, guys. It's a bit of a trip to not play Minecraft for like 10 years and then see how much of it has changed since that time. I remember all we did was just put blocks down and we were happy campers. But and then I go down into the underground city because I can't resist underground cities. Who could?
Yep.
And then the lights go down and I'm getting flashbacks to like Doom 3 as this like disembodied voice is just like moving in stereoscopic surround sound, by the way. Really impressive sound work there. Just
I think I nailed that. I think I fucking nailed that.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, you put both hands on it like you're used to, so.
Yeah, sucking daddy's cock. Just make this a gym. Welcome to the Corner Podcast. What the fuck? So,
well, you know we're back when Jordan starts trying to suck off his mic.
Yeah, that's fair. That is 100% fair. So that has been our adventures recently. Has been on Wednesdays. We would go ahead and hop on and play games. This week, what are we playing? What are we playing this Wednesday?
Fortnite.
Joseph? We're playing Fortnite! I'm so excited.
What time? I'll get in on that one.
We're not gonna tell you.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so cool. He's gone. Anyway, so I was sucking daddy off one night. Oh shit! What good? What good?
Jordan, tell people about your RTX trip.
Oh shit! We're gonna talk about that. Cool.
IG, I don't know, like the centerpiece of your summer. Yeah, I think that's worth bringing up.
RTX Austin was a great fucking time. So I kind of was a little hushed about it whenever it was happening because I was like, I don't want to spoil my plans of what was going to happen. But I was like, I'm getting this done. So I sat there and decided, you know what? I'm going to go in, bright green shirt and a tie, and I'm going to get people to sign my fucking loaf. Yes, the joke being my butt is a loaf. Sign this loaf. Sign my ass. Only one person tried. So we sat there with a mission to get as many content creators as I can to sign this loaf, have a genuine connection with Rooster Teeth / Achievement Hunter, and to thank the one and only Jeff Ramsey for everything he's done. Because for those of you who may not know, Jeff Ramsey is the reason I do YouTube, because seeing how he's been able to help run Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter as a company, it's been just amazing to watch how he's done things and how he had to do things with his own life to working with the company. So in this task, it was a lot of ups and downs. The first autograph was honestly the hardest because all these cosplayers don't do it on social media. I don't know why. There's people that said they spent $500 on their all right outfit. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, do you do social media? They're like, no. You spent $500 on your outfit and you want to take a picture for fucking Instagram? They're like, no, we just do it for fun. Bitch, I play with Legos for fun. You're over there dressing up, going to a convention to get people to notice you. And you're not even like, you don't even have a social media? I was like, God damn, that
is like they're showing up in costumes, so they don't even want to be noticed as themselves. They want to be noticed as a character that they obviously identify with.
Okay, now you're just putting sense to this, and I need you to stop.
I'll see what I can do.
How many people showed up as one of the Ruby characters?
So many. Dude, some of the Ruby outfits were mwah. Other ones were... I respect them because they tried their best with a lower budget and they did a fucking great job. No disrespect to any cosplayers out there. Everyone there did a fantastic job, but you can definitely tell the people who either put more time or had more money versus the ones that didn't. And everyone did a fucking fantastic job. There were some of them that were so on point. Like so on point to the where I was like, yeah, it has that same blood stain from season 2, episode 4. It's crazy. So it was like
Dexter cosplays.
He was there too. He was in the back, but he was there. He's always in the back door.
That's why I'm like really excited when I get everything that I want for like my streaming personality done. Like him going out in public, everyone's got to know it's him too.
I can't wait. Whenever you do it, let me know. I'll be your camera guy. By the way, Brittany was there filming for me. She did a great job. She was actually using my camera, not a phone. And I was very impressed. She did a very good job at being my film woman. But goddamn, did we get looks. Because not just am I wearing something very, very noticeable, I was also carrying a pretty good size loaf. So I was walking around RTX, rubbing my loaf like a madman, getting stopped by security, not once, but twice. And my goal was to ask content creators sign my loaf. And guess what? They signed it. We got people that shouldn't have been there and people that ended up showing up. We have so many content creators that were so kind to sign the loaf, to doodle on it, and everything else, from literally tip to tip, shaft to shaft. They did it, and they were absolutely amazing. And once again, I thank everyone of Rooster Teeth companies for taking the time to sign it. But there is day one, we're trying to get Jeff in an interview, and then it failed. He had to go, couldn't do it. I was like, fuck. But day two, he was there again, and I was like, okay, Jeff, okay, because I was like, how am I gonna talk to this man? Well, I can't just sit there and go, hey Jeff, do you have a minute? Let's talk. He's a busy man. But if I'm like, Jeff, can I interview you though?
Works.
That's gonna make him go, okay. Everyone wants to talk about themselves. I was like, boom, let's do work. Get in line. One of the security guardian people were like, hey, no more. This man gotta leave. I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna be able to get this. Halfway in line, I'm like, what if I ask him for tomorrow? I'm wearing fucking green. I'm wearing bright green fucking clothing and carrying a loaf of bread. He's gonna know who I am. So I was like, okay, cool. I got to meet him. I was like, Jeff, tomorrow, would you be willing to do this? He was like, if I'm here tomorrow, absolutely. I was like, fucking yeah. I blacked out. I blacked out so much. I didn't remember the conversation happening. All I remembered was I could get an interview tomorrow. And I was like, oh my God, I could get an interview tomorrow. This is fucking great. This is fantastic. So I had no idea exactly what was said, facial expressions, nothing. I legitimately, that was the most blacked out moment I had. I went back to the hotel that day and I watched the footage to make sure we got the audio, make sure we got the shot. And we got the audio, we got the shot, and then I got to see the conversation. I have the video clip. I sent it to my sister because they were always asking me like, "Did you get to meet him? Did you get to meet him? Did you get to meet him?" I sent the video clip to her, and I'm like in tears because I'm like, the man that I idolize fucking said yes, I could talk to him. So it was a weird emotional experience, especially as a man, because I'm a manly man. I don't cry. I'm a bitch. I'm joking. Men cry. It's okay. BetterHelp.com. So day 3 comes up. We go ahead, and he's like, if I'm here, I told him 11-ish. 11 o'clock rolls by. I'm running around this convention center trying to find him. Picking one person out of a crowd of thousands of people is not easy, especially when he's not there. We got there as soon as they opened. We waited in long lines. We looked around until about 1 o'clock. Nothing. Couldn't find him. He just wasn't there. So unfortunately, it was kind of one of the situations we had to wrap things up. And it's like, okay, the event ends at 4. It's almost 2. He's not here. Let's wrap it up. And then we fucking saw him. I was like, this is our chance. This is our chance. And he's trying to leave. He's trying to get out of there because he had things he had to do. I'm like, fuck. I was like, you know what? I got to do this. I got to do this. And I don't know what took over on me, but I was like, I'm fucking getting this. I get in there. I go in. I just get right in between his people. I'm like, hey, Jeff. He's like, yeah, you remember me? I was like, yeah, I asked you for an interview yesterday. He's like, yeah, let's do that. After I'm done doing this thing, let's do that. We got it. We fucking got it. I got to sit him down. I hooked up some mics on him. We got to do the interview. He was back offish at first. Like you can tell. We videoed it. It's all on the YouTube channel. Still 100 games. It's on YouTube, and we were able to get his like reaction of him just not caring to him being like, oh yeah, you know, he actually enjoyed RTX. But then after we got the interview stuff done, we were able to sit there, and I was able to like, okay, Jeff, this is a more sentiment moment. Thank you for the loaf showing. My camera woman. So she was able.
Hey, Brittany.
Hi, Brittany.
Everyone says hi and get the fuck off camera.
Man, that's a nice loaf.
So we're sitting there, and I was like, Jeff, this might get a little sentimental. I'm sorry. And I was able to actually like tell him that, you know, how much he done for me, and I was able to thank him. And it was seeing his face light up was like amazing, because he was just like, oh, okay. And it was like, like you could see like he actually was like smiling so much, and he was like so happy to hear. And I got to feel like I actually got to feel a actual connection. It was weird because I got emotional like a bitch, like demon, and then I was like kind of standoffish like Charles, and I was like, but it was a great experience to say the least. And then being able to go back over the footage and seeing the reaction of him, that what was like, God damn. And the full interview, the video of that is on YouTube. I'm probably gonna make it a separate thing.
Did you cut any questions out of the interview? Because I watched the whole video, so
yeah. So we had to cut some of it out, because some of it was kind of just like, hey, what's your favorite part of this? Well, if you had to do this, what would you do? When's the next RTX? And would you think you would do RTX Vegas? Do you think you'd do that? So there was a lot of questions that were cut out. But he kind of responded the same way as he was before, where he was like, yeah, you know, okay, yeah, it's people, all this stuff. So he kind of responded differently, but kind of the same way through some of those other questions. So we did cut some of them out just for the sake of viewer retention. But it was still a cool interview. Like he absolutely was down for it. And it was so weird, because I've already said this. I've already said this before, but it was weird because when we're doing the interview, it was just a room with me and him in it. It was literally just like a room, me and him. I didn't realize there was anyone else around us. It's a weird experience to say. It was like literally, even though there was a lot of noise and stuff happening, a line was building up because people wanted to meet Jeff. And it was like, I didn't care. This was my opportunity. And I zoned out. I knew I was there. I knew Jeff was there, but like everyone else around me, it was like no one was there. And I was like, this is such a cool moment that I'm never going to be able to recreate. And it was such a fucking amazing experience. And I was so happy I was able to capture on video. And I didn't just capture on video, but somehow be able to share that same emotion I felt from the video into like, or from in real life into the video. I was able to like help connect that emotion. It was just, it's so fucking cool to be able to do that. So I was able to thank the one and only Jeff Ramsey for everything he's done. I was able to get loafs. I was able to get my loaf signed. I was able to actually meet quite a few people. Shane from Smosh, Courtney Miller from Smosh. I was able to meet Ethan, aka the Cranky Crew, who did Unis Honest with Markiplier. He was a cool fucking dude to talk to. I got to meet the Therapy Gecko. Have you guys probably seen on Trevor Wallace's stuff? I got to meet the Therapy Gecko. Very cool guy. I got to get to meet so many cool people, and then also some people that will probably be on the podcast because they are very, very interested in what I do. So I'm like, it was such a cool experience, and that just made me more excited for TwitchCon. And then I just found out I'm not going to TwitchCon. That's a sad day, but I'm not going to TwitchCon. It's unfortunate, but Vegas is Vegas, and I don't like Vegas. Actually, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with a lot of other charity stuff is happening, and I do more with charity than anything else. So I'm like, no.
Yeah, eventually I think I'm going to go to TwitchCon, but I think TwitchCon is probably going to be like the first gaming one that my other personality is going to go for. I think that's the one that it's going to be out, because I'll probably be going to a lot of horror conventions, but that's just part of the...
Am I really that standoffish?
Charles, no, you're not. 2, me and Joseph laughed at the same thing. It's just funny because without it seeming a beat, we both had the same reaction of you saying horror convention.
Horror convention.
Me and both just fucking started cracking up.
At the onlydaddies.com, guys. Link in the bio.
All links to everyone you see here is in the bio. But dude, that'll be exciting. If you ever go to anywhere in like the center of the U.S., let me know. I want to actually see people in person. And by the way, I might actually be seeing Anthony, who's been on our podcast quite a few times. He's the one that said like where he got his dick stuck in the shower or something like that. we invited him on the podcast many times, but yeah, Anthony's gonna be coming to Kansas, and me and him are gonna hang out. And he's worried. He's worried because he knows how tall I am now. Because he kept saying this stuff like, "Oh yeah, well I'm huge, I'm tall." Dude, that video of me at RTX really scared people. They were like, "Holy shit, how tall is this man?" I'm like, "I'm just 6'3". That's all I am. I'm just 6'3". And they're like, "But you tower people." And I'm like, "Just 6'3".
I meant to ask you because when I watched the video when you released it, how did it feel to look up at somebody else?
I know.
So he was.
Yeah,
must be very nostalgic, right? Because it wasn't since you were a little kid when you're looking up to people that
it was weird because I only looked up to one person, like physically looked up to one person, and it was a guy who wasn't that much taller than me. Amando is a big fucking dude, and I'm not talking like, you know, oh, he's fat. No, Mondo's fucking big, and so, but he was just a little bit taller. But I was like, he's much taller than me. But and then seeing the video, there's a shot in the video where Brittany's actually standing on her tippy toes to sit there and get the camera up at a good angle, and he's literally maybe an inch taller than me. I'm like, oh, turns out I'm not that he's not that much taller than me. But it was cool. I actually do like meeting people who are taller than me because I've got to hang out with John a lot, but I've never actually got to meet him, and I really want to because then I can sit there and like see how much of a height difference there. I just want someone bigger than me.
I think you just need to make friends with basketball players.
I know. Well, that's did John used to Dr. Disrespect? Did he used to be a basketball player? No one knows. If you,
Dr. Disrespect?
Yeah.
He used to be a football player.
I went to Clovis. There would be people that would come in that were like
Dr. Disrespect was played college football or something like that.
Oh, football. God damn, he's too big for football. Go ahead, Charles. What about Culver?
I was looking at Culver's. There would be a group of people that would come in, and there, like some people, they would literally legit be like freaking. They would tower over me, and I'm 6'5", and these guys are like 7 feet tall, and I'm like, oh, so that's what it's like.
See, I want that reaction because I really don't get that. I like hanging out with people who are taller than me, but most of the time they're not that much taller than me. So that's the part that sucks. But it sucks because I'm well proportionated too. Like I'm well proportionated because with you, you kind of see the tall dangliness. With me, it's like I look like I'm 5'9" on a good day. I look 5'9" on a good day. And then when you see me in person, you're like, that man ain't no fucking 5'9". Except I do want to do this. I think I talked about this previously on another podcast, or other episode. I want to go to DMV and start making myself shorter. Because like you have the people that lie about their height, being like, "Oh, I'm 6'1". Oh, I'm 6'2". I want to start going backwards.
Well, you do know when you get older, you get shorter, right? Because I used to be 6'3", and I'm like down to like a little over 6'2".
But I won't go drastic with it. Like I'm talking every chance I get to change my ID for any reason, I'm going to keep going down by an inch and then another inch. So I will get shorter, but I'm also like 24, so I'm not getting short anytime soon.
By the time you hit 30, you're going to be 5'5".
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping to literally make my age just fucking go down. Or make my height just go down. I'm gonna get pulled over by a cop. He's gonna be like, "Oh, 5'9". Can you step out of the vehicle?" What the fuck? That's a 5'9". But my weight's not gonna change either, so I'm gonna make that very confusing.
You're gonna start doubting your height when you start getting down to the point where you're as tall as Peter Dinklage.
Who's Peter Dinklage?
Freaking short guy that freaking played the dude freaking and freaking.
Game of Thrones.
Thank you.
Never seen it.
He's also the voice actor for the Ghost originally in Destiny.
That visual.
Don't know it.
Did you
And
ever
he
watch
also played Simon Bar Sinister and an Airbud. Not Airbud, fucking Underdog.
Did you ever watch Days of Future Past? The X-Men movie where the little man tried to eradicate.
I don't like
the other
DC
mutants.
movies.
It was Marvel.
I was about to say.
X-Men's Marvel?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was the
Probably
Sony
because I
Marvel,
thought it was DC.
where it was made by the Sony film company, not the Marvel, because they can't get along. Actually, they did eventually get along. The Spider-Man was pretty cool. Okay.
Marvel owns X-Men again now.
Yeah, I can't wait for Tom Holland to spoil something else for us. Because I didn't realize how much Tom Holland has spoiled until I watched a fucking TikTok that showed every time he spoiled future stuff. And it's like, the dude leaks everything. Like, someone, before this was even thought, or at least thought about to the public, they're like, oh yeah, do you think Andrew Garfield and fucking Pete, whatever the fuck his name is, and you will ever be in the same Spider-Verse together? He's like, yeah. What? I'm like, you fucker! Shut up!
What we need is for Tom Holland to run for public office, just become the president and start revealing secrets. So is it true about the aliens? Oh yeah, definitely aliens. Ah, fuck.
Oh yes,
fuck.
definitely aliens. Yes, definitely.
It's
Fuck.
crazy. Like,
I'm
everyone
Spider-Man.
makes fun of him for it, but he's such a nice guy.
He's so nice. I want to meet him. But I think he's short though. How tall is Tom Holland? Hold up, I gotta find out. Tom.
You were showing the piece of bread. I almost wanted to make a comment about how freaking making sandwiches and feeding them to your Pokemon is a thing in Scarlet and Violet. And I was gonna make the joke about how Spriggs here would freaking eat that bread in a second if he ever got the chance to.
He can eat my loaf.
Don't
Hey,
make it-
Tom Holland's 5'7". Oh man, short kings everywhere should love that man. God damn.
Nathan Drake in the freaking Uncharted movie again.
Well, you know what? That actually makes sense because Tom Holland looked pretty tall in that movie, but I think the other guy's like 5'9", so it makes sense. Oh man.
Well, I mean, in
love
the
Tom
Avengers movies, they even said that they AI'd him to look a little taller when he was going up against like Captain America and everybody like that. Because that guy is like, fuck, he's a big fucking dude.
Holland. Okay, so here's a question: should I just get skinny or should I get jerked? Like
Shrek? You should get Shrek. Is that what I heard? 'Cause so yes.
Do you mean ripped?
No, I mean jacked. Do I get like jacked or do I get skinny? Like which one?
Get Shreked. That's my.
Get Shreked?
Get
No,
Shrek.
yeah.
Okay, I'll get Shreked.
Rest in peace.
Next week's episode. That's my goal. I'm just gonna put green face
Yeah, I
paint
mean,
on.
that's basically what I'm doing. Is like, I thought I could try to get like become that tiny goth kid that I was, and I realized like my build has changed so much. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna embrace my Viking side and just become a big dude.
How voice can you deep words? How deep can your voice go?
What, mine?
Yeah.
Probably not that deep. I have a very high pitched voice for a guy my size.
See, I know it.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Charles.
I've listened to some Viking music, and those guys freaking their voices are like, holy shit, levels of deep.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, if Funker could sit there and get like, to the darkness.
Well, that's because of vocal training. Because a lot of the times with you're saying from your larynx, when you're trying to get that deep, you go from your stomach.
I don't know what going deep is like.
You end up talking more like this.
See, I want you to make a Vikings mixtape.
Like that. Like it's a lot of work to try to sing from your like stomach. So you're trying to get like a much deeper voice into it.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's easy. I was just curious, like if you could go deep, like good do like you know.
I mean, after the first 3 inches, it's all new ground. So
see the same. Me, it's like a 2.5. I get 2.5 usually before the cops come.
That's one thing me and Funker have in common, that we both like listening to that Viking stuff.
I mean,
Checks out.
it's all over.
Anyways.
So what else? What else did you guys do this summer while we were all separated?
I built the freaking YouTube freaking wrestling freaking promotion in the whole video game.
Hell yeah. Charles, and I've seen those videos actually doing not too bad. So yeah, they're hitting 10% of your subscriber base, and I think that's like the typical for a channel. Like that's the metrics I go off of. Like if a video hits 10% views of whatever your subscribers are, I call it a good video, and so does YouTube. So
I don't know, Joseph was probably still salty about how Zelda got destroyed in one of the earlier ones.
100%, I'm still salty. You were like, "Oh, Joseph, it makes you feel better. She's interviewing other wrestlers now. I pulled her out of the ring because I didn't want her to get another concussion, but she's asking questions the other ring now." So salty.
I can't come in on the AI to do freaking shit, okay?
You can't?
In these games, okay? They do it themselves.
you can't or you won't.
Look, historically, Zelda has never fought that well in the fighting games that she has showed up in. It's usually her ninja counterpart, Sheik. So if you want to go ahead and make Sheik a strong fighter, then I don't know, maybe I won't.
But helps she did make it to a Fatal 4 match where she almost became the next freaking contender for the current freaking women's champion.
Okay, you can show me that video.
It's on my YouTube channel.
For God's sakes, I don't see everyone's videos on my algorithm.
Have you seen my video? No, you haven't.
Stop
I
Brittany's
haven't
video.
played literally every one of these freaking videos related to this wrestling crap.
I was surprised I got
It's up
Brittany's
to
video.
131 videos now.
Yeah, 131 videos. Yeah, thank you for arguing my point for me. You want me to catch all 131 of them? Okay.
Get on that.
That's like us trying to catch each other's like TikTok videos.
Dude, it's so bad because it's like, it's not even the fact that we're all just super busy or we don't want to watch it. It's just like, bro, we all just do so much, and it's trying to hop on, especially like the wrestling videos. Personally, I don't watch wrestling, so why would I watch wrestling videos? But it's like, if it pops up, like if Charles Shorts pop up on my thing, even if I'm like, I don't know what's going on here, but I want to watch it for the algorithm, like I'm gonna do it for my boy. But then it's like, Joseph, whenever he does post, every one of my platforms like, hey, he posted, go watch it.
Well, I mean,
Here's
it's
a
only
notification you never get. He posted.
It's only
Go watch it. I'm like,
inconveniencing you once every 6 months, so I think it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, and then when he does
at least like 1 or
post,
2,
it's a thirst
sometimes
trap.
3 videos a day.
We should all make a thirst trap. We all just make thirst traps.
My entire TikTok is a thirst trap, bro.
Dude, you made one TikTok that I don't know if I got aroused or scared. You made a fucking TikTok, and I was legitimately just like, I don't know how I feel about this. I also hate how TikTok auto plays on browse. You made one. You just got your masks fixed, and you started doing something on camera, and I was like, God damn.
I know it's what you're talking about too.
Yeah. I don't know if I left a comment on, but yeah, I was like, God damn, this boy be releasing them. But yeah, so I was like, I need a thirst. Charles, let's make a thirst trap. Not together, but like, let's make a thirst trap.
What the fuck's a thirst trap?
Demon, describe a thirst trap.
No, I'm not. You go ahead.
Okay, Funker, describe a thirst trap.
No, I'm not doing it. That's like,
Joseph,
he's not ready
Charles,
for this.
You can learn more next HorrorCon.
Okay.
All I'm thinking about now is like the one commercial where it's like, oh, what is sliding in your DMs? That sounds fun. We're not ready for that.
Can we?
I know what that is.
Let's make this a TikTok, and then let's just cut the clip right now and cut it back to me going, let us know in the comments to see how people can sit there and describe a thirst trap in the comments without being banned. Let's teach Charles about thirst traps. I want to make a thirst trap. I actually tried to make one before and it didn't work because I was still kind of chunky. And then now I've got my chunk back and I'm like, I don't want to now. And have long ass hair at the moment. Well, it's not like long, like longer, but like it's longer than I like. But my hair does a stupid thing. It grows fast and it stops at this length. So it just stops. It's just like, hey, yeah, you grew your hair out in 3 weeks. Okay, and it stops here. And I'm like, cool. What next? Like, I can't grow it out more. So now I'm just going to grow it out, make myself luxurious, or I'm going to cut it and dye it blonde.
Well, all you got to do is thin your hair out and just trim the tips of it, because that's what I had to do. Because my hair is super thick, but I have to cut mine like every couple of months or it gets way out of hand.
Yeah, I just don't know what I want to do with my hair. Like, I don't want it long. That's something I know. I hate it being this way, especially like that's another thing I did. I started up just a quick side note. I started up a roadside company to where I do roadside assistance on the side of the road. So if you ever have a blown tire in Kansas, call your insurance and request me. Don't ask my name, just request me. Hey, can we get that one guy from TikTok who looks older than what he is? Thank you. So every episode of Catch a Predator. So
Could be worse. It'd be like, can we get that one guy who is way older than what he looks like?
The one with gray hair. Dude, I get so many compliments of like, not even just all women, but I get so many compliments on my silver hair because people think I designed it or I styled it, and I'm like, I didn't. I promise you, I didn't. I'm not in charge of this. It just happens, and they're like, I love your hair. I'm like, thank you. But last week, I had a girl. No, not last week. 2 weeks ago. Not important. I had a girl try 3 times to give me her number. 3 times. She got locked out of her car. And I was like, okay, I'll get it on the stuck step, sis. And so I get the Jimmy in there. I fucking pop, boom, done. Easy. Quick 20 minutes of my life. 20 seconds, not 20 minutes. Anyways, so get unlocked. She's like, oh my God, thank you. She's like, do you have something I can write my number on so you can get paid? I was like, nope, everything goes to your insurance. You're good to go. Have a great day. Awesome. She comes back to me as I'm putting my stuff away. Yeah, she started talking and she's like, oh, do you have a business card so I can write my number on it? So in case the insurance need more information. I was like, no, it all goes through. Everything will be fine. Promise. Done this many times. We good to go. She's like, okay. And then towards the end, I think she was a little bit more blunt. She's like, do you have a card? I went, yeah. I started pulling it out and she's like, so I can write my number on and give it to you just in case. This bitch tried 3 times. Like, and I know I didn't want to be that guy who's like, I'm married. Because it's like, what if she was being innocent and just like, hey, I just want to make sure you get paid. That's all I want to do. I just want to make sure you get your money. And I'm over here going, oh, bitch, I'm taking. Back off. So I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. But in the same boat, I'm like, back the fuck up.
You could just be like, girl, I don't want to take your number. You can buy me Starbucks.
I should have. Have anyone tried the pumpkin spice chai latte yet?
Day one, baby. Day one.
Day one? How was it? How was it?
Good. It's so good. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm gonna come. So
it's the only thing that I get like basic white girl about is the fucking pumpkin spice stuff, man. I hate it that it's so fucking deeply programmed.
So I want us to have homework. I want us to walk out of this podcast being excited for the next one we do it with a video project. I want Joseph to buy a Filet-O-Fish and make the bit, and then he puts on TikTok. I think it would do great. But I want that to happen. Joseph, save up $5. I guess it's like $7 for you. Save $7 of Canadian money. And buy a Filet-O-Fish. Okay.
You just do it when you open a box.
No promises. I'm give it a few sleeps. Figure out how to do it my way. Get back to you.
Why don't we all get a Filet-O-Fish and we all make a reaction video of doing it, or not like react to it, but we all make a little video clip on doing it.
Why would only because I don't know if I want to encourage you. Like next week we start talking about like 14 karat gold. Oh, yeah, we're gonna go to the jewelry store and we gotta buy 14 karat gold necklaces and wait long enough for the return policy to expire. And anybody who doesn't do this is gonna be a bitch.
I mean, at some point, we're going to. Jordan here is going to get rich enough to where we're all just going to go around and drive, not Teslas, but we're all going to drive
Priuses. Prius eyes. I think it would be funny. I would 100% do it, but make it like a human centipede situation. So if you line up the cars, they all connect.
And then when you're putting fuel through one, the fuel connects through all of the other ones as well. So
Oh man, but no, I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun if we kind of made that like a little thing where we all just sat there every week. I mean, we do this podcast every other week. That's when it comes out, for those of you who may not know, on Spotify, iTunes, everywhere you watch podcasts at. So with it coming out like that, it's like, well, we have 2 weeks to make a little tiny video, easy editing, unless if you want to go very big with it, and then that's up to you. But some of the easiest things are so simple, and it'll be funny content, entertaining, and something to really look forward to every single week. Or you're going to get stressed because you forgot to do it. You forgot to do it, and then you're going to get labeled as a bitch. The bitch of the week. Oh, no. Is everyone down?
No. At
Cool,
least not instinctively, but
I need drops.
the best I can give you is I'll think about it. Because I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm feeling like slippery slope.
I mean, it's
that's the thing
McDonald's
that worries
questionable
me.
food, so
Yeah.
That's okay. Well, can we think of another video project to do that's not going to break everyone's bank account because the Filet-O-Fish is too much? I can't blame it too. My bank account hit $2 yesterday, so I'm just saying.
I got it. Okay, so we're not gonna do the thing where like, Joe, you gotta go to Home Hardware. You need to cut a 4x4 piece of wood and see if you can turn it into a filet-o-fish. Because if you don't need that wood, you're a bitch. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put a public challenge out that any one of us can agree to, right? So any one of us can go for the Filet-O-Fish thing, and then, you know, we can give a little bit of kudos, a little bit of a prize to whoever is the first to go through with it, and everybody else who doesn't do it is a bitch.
We could do that.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm thinking also, you make it all social. If we wanted to like share it on social media, since we're sharing on this show, we're sharing on social media. If we make it short enough, make it a TikTok, it all circulates for the podcast. Podcast gets notified that you're tagging it. Boom, we all blow up. JJEZ. And it's funny. And it gives us entertainment.
Filet-O-Fish challenge.
Yeah, Filet-O-Fish. Hashtag Filet-O-Fish challenge. This has been great. I'm glad we started this back up. I'm glad we started the podcast. Have we missed anything? I hate everything here. Have we? We're already an hour in. Like we're getting there. Do we have any other things we want to add into this episode of the Scorner podcast before I unalive myself?
I was gonna just talk about real quick about the freaking whole backstory of how I got my freaking plushie.
Oh yeah, how did you find a fucking Blastoise 9000?
It's Sprigatito.
Boris cock.
Me and my girlfriend went to the mall in Concord one day because I was trying to see if I had shoes that would fit me because I needed a new pair of shoes and everything.
I feel that.
Then we went in there, we checked out the freaking Build-A-Bear that was in the mall. And I seen that they got this little guy freaking as one of those Pokemon plushies that you could get. And I wasn't going to get him originally, but then I seen it literally only had like one left. And I was like,
Oh, you gotta get it.
You gotta get it.
I played through Pokemon Scarlet, and I built a bond with this little bastard, freaking all up to evolve to this final Evo until I beat the whole campaign in the game and everything. And I was like, freaking, I want to take my partner, freaking, that I went through all this freaking bullshit to freaking home with me, so I have him with me at all times. So I freaking grabbed him, did the whole thing, paid for it, and I freaking have had this my little buddy here freaking ever since.
That is awesome, and I understand that. When I beat Pokemon Silver, I think it was Pokemon Silver, I played with Bulbasaur, and that's why I have my connection with Bulbasaur. So I fully get that, and I understand that, and that is cool. Build-A-Bear question: did you put the tube up his ass?
Yes. He hasn't let me forget about it ever since.
Was it super effective?
Oh, he said just has to have therapy at least once a month.
Build-A-Bear uses Cotton Blast.
Brings it to the Pokemon Center. Yes, we'll give you your Pokemon therapy. Your Pokemon has been sufficiently counseled. Its loyalty to you will be secure.
I've been watching the wrong website. I've over here been like, gotta fuck 'em all.com.
Pokemon, gotta fuck Build-A-Bear. We make a hole for you.
This is the first Pokemon plushie I've had that's a legit mine, since I used to have a small Pikachu one I got from a county fair and a Gengar backpack.
Did the Gengar get gangbanged? By the machine.
You know, the ghost Pokemon.
Oh, I know. And I know they have to fill the stuffing in. Up his ass.
I don't even know what the heck happened to my Gengar. I freaking just randomly disappeared one day.
They do that.
He is a ghost Pokemon. He is a ghost Pokemon. So Casper would poof.
Yeah, that just backs up how I got my partner for freaking in crime, freaking from the Paldea region.
Well, I fucking love that. Funker, we barely dived into anything you did. What have you been up to while we all separated?
Oh man, let's just say content creating is taking over my life. Let me tell you.
Good.
I should hope so.
Yeah, I mean, we're literally in a content creator space, so if it's taking over your life, let's fucking go.
I started doing doing a lot more editing, interacting with people. I end up meeting a whole bunch of other content creators that are doing the same kind of stuff I am. I don't know if Jordan has seen, but there's a lot more people and active people in like my Discord, which the link is like in the description down at the bottom as well. And it's been a great ride. It's been awesome. It's been great that I got my mask back, as you guys know, and I've been able to go back to video gaming. Been going back to doing like more content. Work has been like kind of crazy as well. Got a new camera, as you guys can see.
Yeah.
And
you look like the definition of blackface.
The shit that he says on freaking Wednesdays, by the way.
As a Canadian, I can say I disagree with that, knowing what blackface looks like.
Because you studied it or you done it?
Because our prime minister done it, and I don't want anybody to fucking forget.
Anyways.
But just concentrating more on the TikTok stuff, everything like that, learning how that works has been going really well. Also, for everyone who's listening and or watching, we are working on a TikTok for Skull Hunter Pass Class.
And guess who's going to edit the TikToks and post them?
Hey,
Daddy.
Fuck you, Funker. Actually,
me.
so we are working on ways to where everyone here can actually participate in helping. And we're trying to find low spots for Charles so he can sit there and help. Honestly, just showing up every week is already a big help. But we're also trying to find ways where Charles can also help use his talents to sit there and maybe help out with some stuff. So yeah, we're trying to make sure the Scorner podcast can actually, everyone can learn, everyone's going to try to sit there and participate to find different ways to help. AKA take over everything I used to do. Because I'm done. Fuck this podcast. That is one of my main goals for this podcast is one day I just won't be here. Now, that won't be permanent. I just want to have one day to where I'm just like, one day I just leave and then just tell people I'm gone and leave for like 3 podcasts in a row. And people are like, oh shit, he's actually gone. And it's like, oh no, I never left. I just wanted to do it.
No, one day no one will be here. It'll just record all like 4 black screens.
That's the definition of blackface. So we should be wrapping up here in a minute, but I do want to pop in one of our things we're going to start doing is I want to go ahead and I think it's this one I need to do.
I didn't mention my move over the summer. It shouldn't take too long, but I do.
No, we could dive into that. Just don't cut into my screen at any point in time of editing this. No, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to update the audience on what has been one of the biggest issues that I've been dealing with since I basically started doing the podcast with all you guys. So I am sorry to say I'm going to be a little light on the details just because it is sensitive family issues, but someone in our family passed away. And as a result, we had to move locations to take care of the bereaved. So that means that I am out of Toronto. I'm in a house. I am not renting, but I am voluntarily paying some money just to help, maintain expenses and pay down some of the more long-term costs like the mortgage and credit card stuff. So that the move took about a week, and it was one of the most miserable fucking experiences that I have ever dealt with. because when you're moving out of an apartment, every little last thing has got to go. Every last speck of dust has to be cleaned up. Every shelf you forgot about, every book, every nook, any cranny, everything's got to go. We were pre-moving before the day a month in advance, picking up a bunch of stuff, putting it into a bin, driving the bin over to our new place, dropping it off, emptying the bins, coming back, doing as much as that as we could. So strongly recommend doing pre-moving. If people can pre-drink before they go to a bar or go to a party, you can pre-move. So definitely do that. But now that is done and out of the way, I finally feel like I'm really on a new chapter. And now my day-to-day experience is a lot of like little modular, tiny changes and improvements, like moving this a little bit to the right, setting up a light somewhere else, making sure the wires are all bound up. So I can go on to a whole like rant now, but because we're going to get close to wrapping up, but maybe at some point I want to really jump into like everything that I learned as a renter for the last 3 years. I'm not going to say I regret any of it. I'm relieved that it's over. You learn a lot about yourself when that pressure cooker is on, and like, oh, you got to make the money. But now, like going into this week, I actually got a fair amount of work lined up on my plate across the clients that I had picked up. So I'm like, oh crap. I feel so much better. And like, I feel like motivated to actually work now, because the work that I'm going to do, the money I'm going to make isn't just going to get pissed away to maintain rent. So like, I really feel for people who are in the situation where they have no choice but to rent. If there's any way that you can start figuring out how to get out of the situation, I recommend you do, because that market is always going to be more needed by somebody else who has fewer options. Because if you have people who could kind of rent, but maybe they have other opportunities, honestly, look into those. So,
agreed.
Yeah, it was. I felt this big confluence of change this summer, and I don't know if maybe like Mercury went into retrograde or something like that. But like one of my other buddies had to move back into his parents' place because he couldn't afford the mortgage on his house. Now he's renting it out. Another one of my buddies just became a dad. All of you guys have had
Congrats.
incidents. Thank you. All has had things happen over the course of the summer. I personally feel like there's been like a significant shift in just the energy that people are experiencing on a day-to-day. So like, shout out to the people in the comments. Would love to hear if any like cool changes or anything really major lined up with you over the last summer, because I feel like this has been a big one, and the aftershock of it is only just getting started.
100%, and that actually kind of dives into what I was going to originally do, if you guys wouldn't mind. So this kind of lines in perfectly for what I was kind of was going to describe. So throughout like doing the podcast, like it all started with this. It all started with, me and James hopping on and just starting something. That James is a fan, and you guys are watching, correct?
Man, look at that chubby face. Look at that. It's adorable.
Dude, look at this. Like, this is what started the podcast. Me and a fan who ended up being our co-host for over a year. And we started the podcast October 31st of 2020. We've been doing this for 3 years. And I know some of you guys have joined in kind of later on. But we continued to run the podcast, having more fans or team members joining in, even having to the point where we are letting, like I said, fans join in to doing all this. And what I really wanted to bring into this is like, we've been doing this for almost 3 years. We've been doing this for almost 3 goddamn years. A podcast usually doesn't go anywhere past like, what's the actual numbers? I think a podcast doesn't last more than 3 months.
Yeah, most of them don't make it past their first quarter. Speaking as somebody who's had like 12 podcasts that again didn't make past their first quarter. But it's like any artistic thing. If a comedy writer writes jokes, 90% of those jokes don't even make it to stage because they're crap. Songwriters, not every song gets onto an album, and it's the same thing with any creative endeavor. Like you got to make a bunch of stuff, and a lot of them just doesn't pan out.
Yeah, and so to sit there and literally know that we made it 3 years, and everything is like weirdly saved on the internet. Like we can see our lives 3 years ago.
There's so much of us on there that our AI doppelgangers are gonna be so good at what they do.
100%, bro. It's actually crazy, but like
a robotic, intelligent, learning version of me without my addictive problems is gonna be a fucking fire. I'm obsolete in the next 5 years.
Bro, it's gonna be nuts. So I just really wanted to bring that in, to sit there and, for one, thank the audience, because even though you guys are not always subscribing or not always commenting or not always liking, but you are here. We have numbers. We have yearly numbers that we see, and it's not from one episode. It's not from shorts. It's from you listening. And when you listen to the end. So it's really just a thank you to you, and you know who you are. So thank you. But it's also like, our lives are so documented on the internet. Mm-hmm. Like he still has the fucking hoodie. I don't have the same shirt I was wearing. I lost too much weight. So it's just, man, I had to go over them earlier this week for a video, and I was going over. I was like, damn, we're documented. We're fucking well documented on just like where we were at 1 year and all that. So now having Funker officially a part of the team, it's like, damn, we're gonna see, like, when it hits a year for Funker, he's gonna be like, man, I was young back then. I can still lift 45 pounds without a doctor visit.
I used to be young.
Right.
So yeah, it is great. I'm so happy. We are starting season 4 or 3. I don't know what the fuck number we are actually on. Let's find out. But because we had season 1 ended when I had to leave for a bit, and then it kind of went on, but then it just dropped off. And then we did season 2, and then that ended, and then we took a break, and then we got on season 3, and then we just ended. Yeah, it's season 4. Okay. Season 4. So I'm happy to start season 4 that I just found out was officially season 4. And this is Red versus Blue now. Get your ass sucked. But without further ado, I think we're done. Is this the end? It's the end. Yes. Goodbye.
I had to.
Was that the Weird Al version or the original?
Okay, that hurts. Oh, I could not have sex. Ow, I think I tore my ACL. Goodbye! That fucking hurt my back, bro. How can guys fuck like